Hello, this is the Archangel 2210 here to give you a video review of Xena the animated movie. Oh, oops, I mean Wonder Woman the animated movie. Now, this film depicted all the Amazons as this bloodthirsty culture of women that just will fight first and ask questions later. Now, it was a good animated film, lots of action, the music was great, the acting was great, but I feel my one complaint was that they did not capture Wonder Woman's her essence, her soul, her heart. They really didn't capture it properly. Ever since the 90s, people have been depicting her as this Amazonian bloodthirsty warrior. It's like, yes, she's a warrior, but first and foremost, she's a woman, she's a princess, she's a hero. You know, warrior is at the bottom of the list. It's not at the top of the list. And that's what gets a little lost in translation, and it gets a little confusing. And Linda Carter said herself, who played Wonder Woman in the old TV series, that feminism isn't about hating men. It's about wanting equality and wanting to be at the same level as a man without being looked down upon. And it's like, she knows Wonder Woman from literally wearing her shoes and walking in her shoes. She should write for the comic book and let's just see what happens. I'm sure that she'll, write a story that we'll probably finally get a version of Wonder Woman that is reminiscent of what Wonder Woman really is. If she just, I'm curious what she would write if she took over the comic book. Now, like I said, the animation was really crisp and clean. The music was good. The voice acting was okay. You have Kerry Russell playing Wonder Woman, Nathan Fillion playing Steve Trevor, Alfred Maloney playing Ares, Rosario Dawson playing Artemis, Tara Strong playing I forgot her character's name. The other Amazon girl, who was just the reading girl. And another thing I kind of didn't like, I kind of would have preferred the design of Ares to be more like the modern comic book style of him with the black, underclothing, I guess, and, the blue body armor and the helmet. Because very rarely you see Ares' face. And I also would have liked to see Cersei in this film, and make her appearance. I would have liked to see Cersei, but because in the past couple of years, Cersei has become more popular as a Wonder Woman villain, and Cersei's a character that Wonder Woman can actually fight. Because Ares, yeah, they can fight, but then she said a line to him that was like, "Oh, it's not polite to hit a lady," and it's like, again, you didn't get feminism right. You got "Oh, I want to be at the same level as the guys," but "Oh, I'm a woman, you can't hit me." It's like that makes no sense. You're contradicting yourself. It's I felt, and here was one scene in the film that, one scene alone is totally I know what they were going for, but they went about it wrong, and that's not how Wonder Woman would have wanted. There was Steve and Diana were walking in this alley. It sounds like the beginning of a joke, I know. And they were about to get mugged from these criminals, and they probably look like about 4 or 5 of them. And then one of them has a gun, and Steve is drunk, so he can't really defend himself. And then he whispers to Diana, "Oh, someone could get hurt." And then she says, which I didn't like, "Maybe I want someone to get hurt." Wonder Woman wouldn't say that. She does not want people to get hurt. She does not want people to be afraid of her. She just wants to be an ambassador of peace, And then it goes on where she deflects the bullets, so awesome, like, and then but one of the ricochets actually hits one of the guys, which is realistic, but she has no remorse for him. She just, oh well. She flips one of the other guys, and one of the other guys. Then she grabs, like, the guy that shot her by the neck. She lifts him up, and she says, "Well, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Apology accepted. Which is like, I understand her wanting only an apology from the guy who tried to mug her, but she wouldn't have flipped the other guys over her head, and she, you know, she only uses force as an extreme last resort. She will talk the person down, she'll deflect the bullets, but she'll talk them down, and she'll bend the gun. I know I'm taking references from the old TV series, and I'm a fan of that show, but she's all about peace and trying to prevent harm to others. So I felt that they really didn't capture the heart and soul of Wonder Woman. They kind of did. It's really more like Xena as Wonder Woman. You know, the costume is okay. It's not how I would have designed the costume for the animated film. I actually prefer the Terry Dawson design, where it's like the Eagle W, and then like the W belt. You know, I would have preferred that type of costume. It kind of looks like that's what they were going for, sort of, but like in a combination of like a classic Wonder Woman uniform. But I don't know, it just kind of looks kind of plain. Doesn't look really that great. And this is actually the same Wonder Woman costume design that they use for their other straight-to-DVD movies, such as Crisis on Two Earths, and then and also the Young Justice animated series. This Wonder Woman costume design appears in both. But saying that, I'm still not a fan of it. Now, if you're a fan of Xena, if you're a fan of kick butt, women rule the world type of thing, men are pigs type of thing, then yeah, this is a good film for you. But if you're a feminist and you love classic Wonder Woman of wanting to fight for peace and want equality through peaceful manner, not through force, you may not like this version. You may not like this version because the thing is, I'm torn because it was a good film, but it didn't really capture her properly. So I give it a 5 out of 10. I give it a 5 out of 10. I give it a rental. This is a rental.